No, it's going to do a countdown clock.
Mm-hmm.
Hello and welcome. So happy to have Supritha Pulla joining us again. Thank you, and very much looking forward to your session today on how to be
Yes.
secure in an AI world.
Thank you so much for having me. All right, let's begin with my slide sharing. Perfect. So, before we get into how to be secure in our world, I wanted to tell people how we are getting scammed through AI and what kind of scams we have before we know like how to be secure, because we have to know what kind of scams we are getting into. That's really important before we know the solutions for that. So let's move into our next slide. So we have like so many scams in our world, but the top major types of AI scams are four different types, and a lot of people and trillion of millions of money has been losing before of this kind of scams. The first one is deep fake videos and impersonations. So usually the scammers use AI to generate fake video or audio of real person, or for example celebrities or executive or politicians and our CEOs or any authority figures or anyone who are related to you if the scammers are targeting you. This is one of the major and the first and top most AI scams are right now in the world. And a lot of people, I mean, like we are in cybersecurity world, we know what's going on exactly, but majority of the people in the world, they don't know what kind of scam it is, and they are being victims of the scams and they don't know how to report, and they're keep on paying monies and they're losing money because of this deep fake videos AI. And our top second one is AI voice. For this one, the scammers are all using AI by creating somebody's else or your own voice or the or your someone who's close to you, like often like your family members or senior staffs or anybody else, or they're gonna call you and they're gonna say like, hey, we are in an accident or we're in a legal trouble, or I need the urgency of the money, can you please send me a money or something like that. So this is one of the major scams, and a lot of people has been victim for the scams as well. Like they actually make the same voice as like your family member or your dad or your senior officer, so people often believe in this. And the third one is, I believe majority of folks or people who are watching this, they already know this one. This one is a phishing, AI powered phishing and business email compromises. We all know that AI is used to craft highly convincing email messages that look like they came from trusted organization or persons. This can actually trick a lot of people, and we all know trillions of money has been lost or lost by organizations or individuals. So phishing mails are one of the major and complicated issue in our world, and AI has been used into this, and a lot of organizations or scammers are using this. And the fourth one is fake websites or AI generated content for scams. These scammers actually build a fake websites and that actually looks like a legit websites, like the bank payment services or governments using AI to generate all those things. At the same time, these actually makes a fake billings as well to send them like, hey, you didn't pay for this week, and if you're not paying for this week, then we are actually charging you, overcharging you, and you have amount of like $800 or $600 of payment, and a lot of folks or people out there lost a lot of money, and the schemes has been being like spreading over all over the world, and a lot of people lost a lot of money. These are like top four I mean like a majority of people are have been victims of AI scams, based on the research by a lot of organizations. And let's get into more like why we're getting into the scams and how to be secured in the scams. Yes, I'm gonna talk more technical. I'm not gonna talk like more and more, but like a little bit technical at the same times as a normal person or as a common person, how you can secure yourself if you're not too technical. So, and we do have some other scams as well. Maybe if I get a chance, maybe I can talk more about that later. But we were gonna focus this four scams, how we're gonna protect ourselves from this four, because since these are the larger ones. So let's get into the next slides. The first one is how to be secure. This one actually belongs to the deep fakes and the voices, AI voices, image and photo forensics. For example, if some person is like using your images or your photos or your forensics, we can actually use some kind of tools, or we can download some kind of tools in our laptops or in our Androids on our iPhone, which help us to detect or like help us to detect or block those kind of deep fakes or AI voice, or tells us like, hey, this is a scam, or this is some kind of very illegitimate, it's not legit, so it's from bad actors. So first instance is forensical John Wager. This is one of kind of tool which helps us to find the images in photo forensics. At the same time, Exify tool, and one of this help really helps for like helping with the deep fakes and everything. And the third one is McFake Deepfake Detector Flags AI generated audio or video. I feel this is really one of the important one. If we are watching any reels on TikToks or YouTube or Instagram, it will tell us like, is it like an AI generated audio or video, or it's by a real person? Because right now I can see personally a lot of AI generated scams or videos which is making other people believe those are real. So this can really help you a lot. And I do know one more concern of a lot of folks is like, hey, I don't want it to spend a lot of money for these tools. And the first, the Forensical and the Exify tool is for free, and McAfee, you have to pay for that. And the second one is videos and face manipulation detection, images and video, DF40, and it really helps, like, similar to open databases or something like that. It helps you detect all those data sets, or Deep Safe, it's by open source GUI. So these are open sources, and some you have to pay for that. And the third one is audio voice deep fake detection. And this one is like when somebody is making same voice, or pretending or mimicking your voices or your relative or your higher authorities, people around you, they're making any fake voice and calling you. This will help you. This tools will help you. MediaSec Lab, audio deepfakes detection list and repos, and open audio deepfake projects on GitHub. This really helps you as well. And the fourth one is when we are using all these open source tools, like some of the folks might have like, oh, I'm using all this free and these are open sources. Open sources could be more dangerous. For that as well, I have one more tool. I feel this is going to be one of the useful related open tools. One is Deep Labs and Face Wraps, Creator Wraps. It will help you, like if you are into any open source tools, it will tell you like, oh, this open source tool is secured and you can use this, and if it throws any threat, it will directly blocks that, or it will not allow to go that. So these are the kind of secure tools that I have, or I did my own research. And we do have some other tools which you have to pay for them, but these are some of them are open sources, majority of them open sources, except the McAfee deepfake detector flags, and the rest you don't have to pay for them. And it's going to really helpful to be safe right now in our AI world, because AI is taking over everything. At the same time, AI is good, AI is not bad, but bad actors are using AI, which is making everybody think that AI is bad. But we can save ourselves with all these tools, not to get into not to get into trap of bad actors. Let's get into one more slide. So we have like some other tips as well, how to secure yourself in AI. The first thing is how you get into trapped by AI or the bad actors whenever they're using AI. Footprinting. So you might have like have lot they are using footprinting, like you might be in social media and everywhere. You might be uploading your pictures and your details and your personal data and exposure. This is called footprinting, where AI is taking that and that's going to use you against whenever they're doing all the scams. For example, the photos and voice recording or videos or personal data you have publicly available, the erase rates from scammers to build convincingly fake. So this is very important. Like minimize your footprinting, whatever needed, you can post that. So that's really, really important to minimize your digital footprinting. I know it's really hard nowadays. Everybody is on digital world. And the second one is use strong authentication and identification verification. You might have heard, or a lot of organization adapted MFA right now because everybody's like so scared because a lot of phishing mails and bad actors are using AI and getting into customers or clients' data to grab the data and getting doing a lot of scams and everything. So a lot of organization use MFA. Some organization is recommending you to set up MFA, multi-factor authentication. Please do that. It's really important. Or sometimes you might got hacked by clicking on AI scams, but it will help you if you have MFA. Maybe they might have reached one point, but the second point is your OPT, one-time password, which is in your phone, and they couldn't hack your phone, so they will get stopped by there. And these are like basically in hardware tokens that might be in your laptops and phones, like everybody knows about that. And cross multiplication tools help reduce success even if an impersonation is attempted. As I said, if somebody is trying to get into your scam or your laptop through scams, then it will stop you for sure. And adapt a slow down and verify mindset. This is like really, really important one. I really want to tell for the first two cases are for scams, deep fake and AI was. If somebody is calling you or somebody is using deep fake fake interviews or video, please try to verify it. If somebody is calling you in a phone tone of your father and asking you a lot of money, verify that. Call them with cut the call and call back to your father and ask like, hey dad, did you call me about the money? It will tell you what's going on, what's real. And if somebody is like really pressurizing you, like we need to you have to do it right now, because a lot of scammers are using AI and they're calling you, and that AI is like an initial point. Like when they're calling you and you're clicking or you're responding those calls or something like that, that's the initiative. And if you're replied or you giving any response to them, they're like okay, they respond to us. Then in personally they're targeting individuals and they're gonna force you and they're gonna pressure you, not like force, like they're gonna come in person, like pressurizing you and pushes you and giving you a lot of panic. That's really a red flag and you have to be careful and verify all the time. Assume every communication could be fake until verified, and make sure everything is verified, then proceed with anything, maybe voices or email headers or phone numbers or imposters or calls or videos. Don't trust anything. Before you that, if you have a chance, you can download all the tools I mentioned in before slide. The most important thing is keep security tools up to date and use detection tech. So whenever Android or iPhone or your laptop, they're releasing an updation version, it's very important we have to update those, because they have an update level of protection from, like they might be having anti-malware and protection and network more monitoring, and they'll be adding more and more help, more and more preventions from AI scams, like deepfake AI detections. In recent iPhone, they're really trying to add those updations. So if something deepfake or AI detection, something is happening, that help us like deepfake or AI detection tools, and it detects systems like which is like suspicious communications or flags. So please update your tools and update your applications and your phone. It's really important. And this is, I feel, a lot of people needs to really, because everybody have their phones and everybody have their laptops. We need to improve on this one, is adjust privacy settings and remove videos. So whenever you have a privacy, limit the access to each and every individual tool. That's really important. If a tool doesn't require it for camera or any other photos, please do not give a permission. Limit that access and privacy setting as well. How does like people work in footprinting when you're any social media or anything is not in privacy, then they will grab all the details and the AI will grab every details. They will get their feed. AI is getting feed by all this data. So please keep your any kind of social media or cameras or bank details or anything, whatever available, the permissions, make sure you have limit access and privacy. Keep it a lot of as is possible. Keep it in a privacy settings. That's really important. And let's get into more how to be getting more. And a lot of people might have seen like cookies whenever you're getting into a website and you'll be like accepting cookies. Yes, sometimes you don't accept cookies. Sometimes it will not allow you in that website. Cookies are good things. Cookies are not bad things, but AI are using those cookies, or some bad actors are using those cookies and help. I mean, like they're redirecting in different directions. Please do not accept cookies majority of the time. If you already did that, that's okay. Delete them. When you go to in a delete option, you can see the cookies. So delete the cookies. That's very important. And never save your card details in any kind of applications, because your phone might not got hacked, or your phone is not got hacked. Let's assume that, but the organization or the website you're using, they might got hacked and they have your card details. So I want to tell every folk out there, please do not save your card details. I know it's hard, it's really hard, because it really make your life easy when you save your card details, because I personally do that. I think few years back, I saved my card details in Shein, and Shein has a data breach, and they have my card details, and I gonna have to change my card. So everybody have this, and always check website security. Ensure the certification is valid, issued by trusted CAs, and the certification domain matches the site. And this is like very important thing, because indirectly scammers are using AI. Like when you're getting into some untrusted websites, or to watch the movies or to watch some other content and websites, it will directly the link will pops up, because the scammers used AI to generate this data. The link will pop up automatically. It will force you to click on that. Sometimes if you click that, they will automatically they get your information, and sometimes you don't even know if this website is, oh, is it like legit website. The first thing is always make sure that always the website start with https. So if it is http, that's not real. And the most important thing, you when you see the left, there will be two bars. Click on that bar and it will say secured. Even though it is secured, just click on it secured. You will do the certification and expiry date. If the expiry date is like still till date, then it is good and you can good to go into that website. So that's totally great thing. And if you're doing some very high profile or using bank details, I personally suggest people to do an incognito uh, tab. Use incognito tab, so that will help you sometimes not get tracked or not be in a history. So whenever AI is using your data or your feeds, then it will not be stored. And maintain stricter security on your phone. That's really important. As I mentioned before, change your privacy settings. Those are really important. Make sure you have a limited access to every individual app in your phone. That's really important. If you're giving all the permissions in your app, AI will directly use automatically, the artificial intelligence will use all the permissions and it can feed the data and it can go anywhere. And avoid clicking unknown links and visiting untrusted websites, and limit app permissions, as I said. And this is very interesting. I want to tell you sometimes. ChatGPT can help a little to check a phishing mail or text. Whenever is AI is gathering some information or they're using AI, especially with phishing mails or some videos, those are definitely, they have something wrong in their mails or texts, maybe spelling mistakes or the person's name or the organization's name, something. And you can use here in chat gpt, you can copy that the mail if you feel something is suspicious, and you can put it in chat gpt, and chat gpt will, I'm not going to say like ChatGPT will give you 100% correct answer. If it's really fake, it will tell you like, hey, can you please check more details? I don't know if it is right or wrong. If it says like, I don't know, it can be, then please make sure and verify before you do anything. And email authentication and server defenses like SPFs and DKMS and DMARC implement and monitor to stop spoofed senders. So these will actually helps you. And Google Safe Browsing and Chrome Enhanced Protection. Whenever you feel like, oh, we don't know who's going to attack us because they're feeding AI all the data and they're using AI in that way that they don't have to work, but AI will keep sending you all this until unless you fall into AI's trap or the scammer's trap. You can actually use Google Safe Browsing that really helps you, and Chrome Enhanced Protection, it will really help you as well. So it will not allow you into the website which are not secured, or somebody is like texting you or mailing you, it will stop you when you are like doing any website or browsing. And URLs and file scanner, block list, quick check, and fish tanks, this will all like helps you with a lot of other things. And this is one of my not last slide, before the last slide. Is AI as a friend or foe? I just have this question, and a lot of people have this question. I just want to tell you, AI itself is neither inherent good or not bad because it didn't do anything wrong for us. Because AI is created for something good purpose. It impact depends on how it developed and utilized, what kind of algorithms or how it is trained, that how it depends, and how what kind of person is using it, how the person is training it, and what kind of algorithms he is using it, and what purpose this AI tool or this AI is using for. And while some people might be like, while malicious actors may exploit AI for scams, and we can also harness its capability to protect ourselves and others. By using AI responsibly, we can come back to AI driven. I personally wanted to say yes, AI can be used in both ways. It depends on the person who is using it and what kind of algorithms he is using it and how he or she is training that. Yes, sometimes we will find a lot of bugs in AI. That's because we failed, or sometimes we have to improve ourselves every time there is some vulnerable or there is some bug finders in every website, even Google or Amazon. We always find some vulnerabilities in their websites. So it's very common whenever you're in AI or when you're exploring something new, you will have something going on. So it doesn't mean it's wrong, or it doesn't mean you have to get scared. It's just we have to be more protected, we have to protect ourselves. If we're thinking AI is helping a lot of scammers, it means it's doing good to get scammed. At the same time, it will do good as well to not get us into a scam as well. So it will help us to protect ourselves. So whenever people are using AI to scam us, we can use AI to protect us as well. The reason why we are doing all these things because last year globally, because of AI scam, the loss was approximately 1 trillion with all this AI insurance fraud methods like deepfakes and voice callings and personalized phishing cams, and significant all these figures. We lost 1 trillion money all over the globally all over. And I want to tell one more thing. People are using AI. AI is an initiative for all the scams, and they are using AIs and initiating to for getting all the scams and getting all the money. And they do start a ransomware organizations where personal where they've built up their ransomware organizations to target each and every organization to get a ransomware money. So it is really massive loss for our world. And at the same time, I would say that AI will continue to scam us. At the same time, we have to protect ourselves with AI. The way we all know, there will be always thief outside in our world. We have to protect our houses, our digital world, by locking ourselves, like the way we lock our house with a passcode or lock or some keys. The same way we have to protect ourselves with AI tools or some friendly tools which help us to detect the scams or fraud. So don't be scared. AI is not bad. It's just like people are using it bad. So please be safe, and it's very important to be safe in digitally AI world. And thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. It really means a lot.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Unfortunately, we are out of time, so we're gonna go into the next session. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.